What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. As you can tell by what we are going through in today's video, the Admirals are here. They will be arriving on the 30th of August, 2018. Like I did suspect in previous videos, the fact that Kizaru and Buggy coming as 6+ers on the 30th did also hint towards the fact that these guys would be arriving at this specific time. In this video, we are going to be going through every single new character in this batch so you guys know what to expect and what, characters you should be looking out for in this specific Sugo Fest. Also, in the actual event information, it does have information about how the Sugo Fest will be structured. Now, I'll be going through that in another video once the actual banner does come out, because it has even more information on that banner than it does here. So I'll wait for that one to come out. But in this video, we're going to be going through every single new character, which does include 2 new Sugo Fest exclusive characters, as well as 3 additional rare recruit characters. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the first character that we are going to be talking about is going to be brand new. So let's have a look at what he looks like. This is his 4-star version. Obviously, he has a 5-star version as well. I've got the database up here on the side, so I can tell you guys like the upgraded captain effect and also the limit breaks and stuff like that. So, brand new as a 5-star character at max level, at level 99 with max limit break, has 2,548 HP, 1363 attack, and 391 recovery. And you can see that with his captain ability, he doubles strength and int character's attack as a 4-star character. When you evolve him to a 5-star, he boosts the attack of strength and int by 2.5, and he also reduces damage received by 7%. So that's actually like not a terrible captain effect for like a starter account, but overall, you're not going to be using him as a captain. Now, his special ability is why this guy is so goddamn good. Now, he goes to an 11-turn cooldown. With limit break, he goes down to a 10-turn cooldown. He reduces enemies' damage limiter or damage cap, threshold, whatever you want to call it, and also damage reduction, which is the rainbow shield, by 4 turns, and makes strength and int characters, quick, psi, recovery, and tandem orbs count as matching for 3 turns. So if you guys have run through the Blackbeard Forest, you guys would already know that there are characters that make orbs beneficial for, 2 or 3 turns. Those particular characters are very, very important for clearing that specific piece of content. Now, this guy is also one of those characters that does that. The fact that on an 11-turn cooldown or a 10-turn cooldown with limit break, you can get this guy to remove 4 turns of limiter and also rainbow shields is fantastic. And he's going to be mainly used on, obviously, the strength and int teams, which are going to be relating to Akainu, of course. So overall, just starting off the bat, brand new is a fantastic utility character utilized on certain pieces of content with damage limiters and also rainbow shields. Now, he actually has 2 different crewmate abilities. The first one is just one that he naturally gets. He will go ahead and boost int character's base stats, so that's every single HP, attack, and recovery by 50 points. Additionally, when you go ahead and limit break him, he gets an additional one that will boost the attack of slashes by 30, because he is a slasher and cerebral character. So that's actually quite nice as well, the fact that you can put him on either a slasher or a cerebral team, even though the orb beneficial thing won't be that good for either slashers or cerebrals in particular, but the fact that he gives you those really nice utility effects on a really low cooldown is why he's so goddamn good. Now, he also will get 2 different abilities when you limit break him. He gets Enrage, and he also gets critical hit. So this guy's, obviously not like the best rare recruit in the game, but he is not a bad character, and you'll find some uses for him against certain pieces of content. The next character that we're going to be going through is going to be a brand new rare recruit, Sengoku. So Sengoku has his own rare recruit in this batch. He is a fighter, cerebral, and a quick unit. At max level, at level 99, 5-star with max limit break. He has 2,985 HP, 1,552 attack, and also 362 recovery. His stats are goddamn awesome for a 5-star rare recruit character. His captain ability as a 4-star reduces the charge time by 1 at the start and also doubles the attack of quick characters. However, when you evolve him, he will reduce the special cooldowns by 1 and also be a 2.5 captain to quick characters, as well as a 1.2 HP. So again, that's not a terrible captain effect, especially if you are just starting off an account. So as a captain effect, pretty good, but you're not going to be using him as a captain, of course. His special ability is going to max out at a 15-turn cooldown, or if you limit break him, he goes down to a 14-turn cooldown. He reduces attack down, despair duration by 4 turns. And if 4 or more quick or psi characters are on your crew, he will go ahead and double your crew's slot effects, or a 2x orb boost, and make recovery and tandem orbs count as matching for 1 turn. So this is a great character for, you know, the quick and side teams, obviously hinting with, you know, V2 KUZAN, who we're going to be going through in a little bit, who is fantastic. This guy is extremely useful because not only are you getting, you know, the amazing utility of Despair and attack down removal, you're also getting the orb boost, a 2x orb boost on a rare recruit, as well as making recovery and tandem count as beneficial as well. This guy is fantastic. Honestly, every single rare recruit in this batch you're going to find uses for, and especially for some upcoming pieces of content, you're really going to want this guy. Honestly, this is the one that a lot of people are looking for because he fits really well on the new KUZAN team, of course, and not only that, but he fits on a lot of other teams. Being a fighter and a cerebral character as well, there's lots of space for him on teams. Now, he does have 2 separate crewmate abilities. One is a natural one is through limit break. His first one will make his own dex orbs count as beneficial, so he will never have a negative orb except if it's a block orb, of course. And his secondary one will make quick orbs beneficial to all Psy characters. So he's great to use on those teams that utilize quick and Psy characters. So yeah, Sengoku, one of the better rare recruits, of course, overall, and a really good unit to get your hands on in the Sugo Fest. Moving on now, the next unit is going to be a brand new rare recruit, Hina. So Hina is a Psy fighter, striker character, and at max level, at level 99 with max limit break. She has 2,597 HP, 1,438 attack, and 404 recovery. Pretty good stats overall. Her captain ability will double the attack of Psy and quick characters. When you evolve her, she's a 2.25 attack captain with a 1.2 recovery boost. Not a good captain ability. Her special ability, which will go ahead and max at 15 turns, or if you limit break her, will max at 14 turns. Delays all enemies by 1 turn, and if your captain is either a Psy or a quick character, she will go ahead and double the type effects of normal attacks for Psy and quick characters for 1 turn. So the way that this is worded makes it sound really confusing, but what it is, it's color affinity. She gives quick and Psy characters a 2x color affinity boost if your captain, of course, is either quick or Psy. I believe even to this point right now, I think she is the only 2x color affinity boost in the game. And the fact that she uses it for quick and side teams is fantastic, and it really makes KUZAN teams extremely more powerful. She also delays, which is quite nice. You know, she adds a little bit of delay there, even though she didn't really need it. That just adds, you know, a little bit more, like the cherry on top for this character. She maxes at 14 turns, which is quite a high cooldown for overall for what she does, but you know, it does give you a lot of attack boost damage against either, you know, the strength units that you're going to be against, or the int characters that you are going to be against when you use Hina on your team. Now, she also does get 2 crewmate abilities. Her first one will boost Psy and quick characters base attack by 50 points, and her secondary one will state that if she has a Psy orb and she hits a perfect, she will keep that orb for the next turn. So orb retention is always a really nice effect. And in terms of her limit break, she gets 2 abilities, being int damage reduction and reduce no healing or recovery bind duration. So overall, a really solid unit. Obviously, the fact that she is the only 2x color affinity booster in the game, you definitely want to try and get your hands on this new Hina character. And now we've finally made it to the 2 brand new Sugo Fest exclusive characters. The first one we're going to be discussing is going to be Aokiji. So with Aokiji, he is a Psy striker shooter character at max level, at level 99, max limit break, 6-star. He has 3,952 health, 1,762 attack, and 382 recovery. Obviously, all legends are going to have some pretty amazing statistics. Now, in terms of his captain effect, his captain effect is quite long, so it will boost quick and Psy characters' attack by 3.25 and give them a 1.35 HP boost. He also makes Psy and quick orbs have matching slot effects, and if you attack in the certain order of good or better with Psy character, then a Psy character, and then a quick character, without breaking the chain, he will then boost the attack of Psy and quick characters by a further 1.25 times attack. So let's break down each separate ability because it's such a long captain effect. Okay, so first of all, you get 3.25 attack to Psy and quick. Just straight off the bat, fantastic. As well as a 1.35 HP boost. Then, your quick and Psy orbs will be beneficial to your quick and Psy characters as well. Again, that's really awesome, getting more matching orbs for your team. On top of that, once you hit in the certain order of Psy unit, then quick unit, you get a 1.25 times additional attack boost, making him a 4 times captain effect for Sai and quick characters. This is a very, very powerful captain effect. The only thing is that a lot of people on the Japan side of the game, they don't really, you don't really see this character that often on JP anymore, and it's just the fact that a lot of people just hate the fact that you have to hit in Sai quick in that specific order. Even though it isn't really that much of a hassle in most cases, this is going to be a very powerful captain effect, and he is definitely a top tier legend on global in terms of his captain effect. So yeah, very good. 4 times attack, 1.35 HP to quicken Sai, and then matching orbs for those characters as well. So great captain effect. And then moving on to his special ability. His special ability maxes at 15 turns, and then when you limit break him, he gets an additional cooldown down to 14. He changes all slots, including block, into Sai or quick, and then boosts attack of quick and Sai by 2.25 times for 1 turn. An absolutely crazy special ability. You get full board orb manipulation, including block orbs, which is the key thing. And then the fact that his captain effect will treat quick and Sai beneficial to quick and Sai characters means that, yeah, it is a full board orb control, full board of orbs, as well as a 2.25 times attack boost to the 2 types that he actually boosts. Overall, KUZAN is such an impressive character in terms of his stats, his captain effect, and his special ability. On top of this, KUZAN gets 2 separate crewmate abilities. His first one will boost HP and attack of quick and Sai by 100 if he's a crewmate, of course, and additionally, he makes strength and int orbs count as beneficial to himself as a sub as well, even though in most cases you really want to be using him as a captain. Now, he actually gets 3 potential abilities. His first one will be int damage reduction up to 7%. His next one will be 10 turn reduction of slot bind reduction, and his barrier penetration is his last one, which will completely ignore barriers at max level. So yeah, this is definitely a character that you want to try and get your hands on. Obviously, all of these characters are going to be trusty for the upcoming treasure map, and potentially we should be getting the Blitz battle extremely soon as well, which these characters are going to be useful for that as well. And the last character that we're going to be discussing in this video, and a lot of people's most wanted character currently in the game, is going to be version 2 Akainu SAKAZUKI. So Akainu, this man right here, is an int fighter shooter character, and at max level, max rarity, 6-star character, max limit break, everything, he will have 4060 HP, 1821 attack, and 239 recovery. So that means he does exceed 2000 attack when you give him cotton candies. He goes up to 2021 attack. So let's go through this guy. Now, Akainu's captain effect will boost strength and int characters attack by 3.25 times. He will also make strength and int characters, strength and int orbs, count as beneficial as well. And he also deals non-type damage to one enemy at the end of the turn, maxing at 500 times his attack, depending on the amount of perfects that you hit during that turn. So the way to explain this is, depending on how many perfects you hit, he gets more attack that is dealt to the enemy at the end of the turn. So if you hit 6 perfects during one single turn, you can get 500 times his attack dealt as damage to one enemy at the end of the turn. So when you max cotton candy this character, max limit break him, and you deal 6 perfects, that means Akainu as a captain will deal over 1 million damage to the enemy at the end of the turn. That is just absolutely absurd. Now, the thing about this character in particular is he doesn't get any damage reduction, he doesn't get any HP boost, and he doesn't go above a 3.25 times captain. So on paper, technically, this character should be worse than KUZAN, and in my opinion, I would prefer KUZAN to be the better unit, but this character, the fact that he can just deal 500 times his attack in non-type damage, and even if your crew has like attack down, this completely ignores that, and it will still deal, 1 million damage to one single enemy. And this does mean that if you run double Akainu as a captain, you can deal 1 million damage to a unit and then deal another 1 million damage to a unit. So 2 million damage at the end of the turn just by hitting 6 perfects is just absolutely absurd. And the scaling of this particular effect is a little wonky. So 500 times his attack is what happens when you hit 6 perfects. When you only hit 5 perfects, it goes all the way down to 200 times his attack. So you do lose out on a lot of damage really quickly, even if you just miss 1 perfect. And that can definitely spell the end of your run in certain cases. Now, overall, this guy is going to be a monstrous unit for many, many months to come. So if you guys get this character, you guys are going to be pretty much set for a while. while. He is 100% a top tier character just in terms of his captain effect. However, he does have a very solid special ability as well. Similar to Aokiji, he does max at 15 turns and he goes down to 14 with a limit break. And very similar to KUZAN as well, he changes all slots, including block, into either strength or int, which is a full board of matching orbs when he is your captain. And he boosts strength and int characters' slot effects by 2.25 times for 1 turn. So this is a little bit different. Instead of being an attack booster, he is an orb booster for strength and int teams. So the good thing about this character is that he synergizes so well with V2 Shanks. V2 Shanks, if you guys don't know, being an int character, and depending on, you know, how many of a certain type you have in your crew, he can be a 2.25 times attack booster as well as a chain booster to your team. So if you have V2 Shanks and V2 Akainu, you're going to be set for a very long time. Those two work so well together. You got Shanks as your attack booster, you got Akainu as your orb booster. But even though, you know, that combination is so phenomenally powerful, it isn't like obviously the end all be all. You don't need to have those two characters together. Those two characters are just something that I wanted to tell you guys because they work so well together. Now Akainu actually has 2 sailor abilities as well. His first one will go ahead and boost the HP and attack of strength and int by 100, and also make Psi and quick orbs beneficial to this character, so kind of mirroring Aokiji in a way in terms of his sailor abilities. So let's go through his actual potential abilities as well. He gets side damage reduction up to 7%. He also gets slot bind self reduction up to 10 turns, and barrier penetration where he ignores it. So it's literally the exact same potential abilities, except that, you know, it's a little bit swapped with the damage reductions. But man, I'm looking forward to these 2 particular characters. As I said, once we get the banner released in-game with the Sugofest structure, it already has a little bit of information here on the Sugofest Tavern, but once we get that actual banner, I'll make another video discussing, you know, whether you should pull on this Sugofest and how the Sugofest will be structured. But that is going to conclude this particular video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know down below in the comments what character you were excited for in this Sugofest, and whether or not you're going to be pulling, because, you know, the V2 Gear 4 Sugofest is very close, or it should be very close from now. So I know a lot of people will be holding onto their gems. But anyways, that's going to conclude the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more content like this Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.